Hi, welcome to another mentoring moment. I'm Dr. Berin Gilfillan, and we're beginning a new series. In this next 31 weeks, we want to be covering what I call the power principles of life. Each of these principles begins with the letter P. Today, we're going to look at the power of a proverb. In the weeks ahead, we'll look at the power of prototype. We'll look at the power, of a plan and a proposal, the power of politics. We'll look at the, power of prayer and many other areas. But I want to just build the series out. There's going to be an ebook that goes together with it. And my heart is to impart these principles in a tremendous way. I have 31 of them, and hopefully there'll be one for every day of the month. But there's a tremendous, the book of Proverbs has 31 chapters, and there's 31 days in the longest months that we have. So, I'd like to see these developed as something that people can put again and again into their hearts, and they can develop these principles in their lives, because each one carries power. And I've called them the power principles of life because there's enormous power behind each one of them. And if you can capture them, they will change your life. And so the first one is the power of the proverb. Now, the book of Solomon, or the book of Proverbs written by Solomon, this is what it starts with these words. It says, "These are the proverbs of Solomon, David's son, king of Israel. Their purpose is to teach people wisdom." That's the purpose of the Proverbs. Proverbs are the carriers of wisdom. They are the crucibles of wisdom, and each proverb carries wisdom within it. It goes on to say this, to teach people wisdom and discipline, to help them understand the insights of the wise. We want to become wise. The Bible says wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. It also says the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So wisdom is a huge objective of our lives. If we can get wisdom, the Bible says so much else comes. Wealth comes with wisdom. Long life comes with wisdom. Health comes with wisdom. Relational wisdom brings joy. It brings peace. It brings freedom from anxiety. Wisdom is a principal thing. And the Bible says there's nothing to compare. All the gold and silver in the world, it says there's no rubies, nothing can compare with the price of wisdom. Wisdom is something we all need to seek after. So Proverbs contain wisdom. And so we need to develop a passion for Proverbs. Proverbs are critical to our lives. And so I've begun collecting Proverbs. Maybe the last 20 years, I actually developed a Twitter account. I have over 18,000 followers, and hopefully there'll grow many more as time goes on. But in that site, the primary purpose of my site on Twitter at CEO ISOM.org is to actually share these proverbs and to share these things that I discover. I find them from the internet, from the websites. I find them on the walls of Pieology. I go in there to get pizza, but I go there to look at all of the proverbs that are on the walls. I collect them whenever I see a program, I see a shot, I take out my camera and just capture it. I collect these into my computer, and I try to catalog them and to learn from them. In addition to that, I obviously read a proverb a day. Every single day in my daily Bible reading, I go into the book of Proverbs and I read it. And so Proverbs have become a passion. They become something that I really feel we all need to go after. We need to get a passion for Proverbs. Just some modern day Proverbs that I want to just share quickly with you. Nelson Mandela is one of my heroes. And he spent 27 years in Robben Island before he went from the prison to the palace, became the president of South Africa. And he wrote some words that, I'm just going to share a few of his quotes with you. He said, "You will achieve more in this world through acts of mercy than you will through acts of retribution." And he had every reason to be a retribution, give forth retribution to others, but he didn't. He chose to forgive. He said these words: "Money won't create success. The freedom to make it will create success." And then he finally said, "To be free is not merely to cast off one's chains, but to live in a way that respects and enhances the freedom of others." Tremendous words that he wrote there. When we go through and we look at other people, I love Wellington Boone. He is an amazing pastor and leader. He said, "It's not who you are, but who you help others become that makes the most difference." We see Amy Carmichael as well. She's one of the most amazing people. You can give without loving, but you cannot love without giving. And finally, this one by David McCullough in a commencement speech. He said this to the graduate students. He said, "Climb the mountain so you can see the world, not so the world can see you." These are just crucibles. They're just tiny. They contain tremendous power. They contain wisdom, and I love even modern day ones, but I love the ones from history. I go back and read the ones of Winston Churchill, Oscar Wilde, even some of the ones that are very humorous. But it's amazing how just a few words can contain so much truth and also contain so much power. And so I just want to challenge you in this first one to get a passion for the proverb. Get a passion for the proverb. And, begin to collect them. Begin to read them. Begin to put them into your spirit. Begin to learn from them. And they will change your life, and they will enable you to grow to be wise. And that will help your life in ways that you will never be able to quantify. And you will live a life of blessing and a life of wisdom and a life of peace. So until next time, God bless you.